Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it has been 2 days since my last recording. I wasn't really feeling it yesterday, so I just didn't, because I recorded 2 videos. I didn't have to. Pretty cool. It's 7 p.m. I'm probably going to record 2 videos today. I don't really have anything else to do, really. I'm kind of just waiting for the new TFT set to see if I like it. There will probably, if you enjoyed the TFT content, there will probably be some TFT content coming up in the not too distant future. Again, the new set looks like fun. I basically I had a big mental barrier to start TFT because of the implication, and I knew there was going to be negative response from some people, and so I just didn't at the start of set 6, even though I was playing it a lot. But I got through that and I started making the TFT content, and it was like fine. Now the problem is that I'm not good enough at TFT. I feel you gotta be in like high master, I feel like, to really put out content that people are gonna want to watch, in my opinion. But I didn't continue because I didn't like the mid set update. However, set 7 looks really fun, so there'll probably be some of that coming up. Uh, and other than that, not a whole lot else. I started timestamping these videos because I've been timestamping the first looks, so if you don't like the intros, you can now skip them easily. I know you probably skipped them anyway by just clicking ahead, so you're probably not hearing this, but now there's a timestamp for it. So that's cool too. About it for me. The new TFT set, if you're interested in that content, the new set is coming out on June 8th, and I might do some preliminary, like, introductory content ahead of time. Oh yeah, I played a run of Monster Train on stream. Oh god, what did I play last? I played Umbra last. I played a run on stream, that was pretty fun. I'm probably gonna download it and put it aside as a, if I'm not feeling well, here's a run I can post idea. And I'm pretty sure we're Rector today. I'm not gonna check, I don't care. Yeah, because last run was Architect Eggs, I remember. But yeah, other than that, not a whole lot else with me. If you're looking for, keep an eye out. Otherwise, go watch the first looks, and yeah, that's about it for that front. Anything else I want to tell you? I don't think so. I think that's everything. Let me ask you a question and let's get going. I saw this. This was a fun question I saw on TikTok the other day. Like one of those interviewing people on the streets questions, and I went, "This is a good question. Would you rather get $1 million guaranteed or flip a coin for $1 billion?" I believe I would always take the 100%. After playing, look, you're giving me a one-off situation. I actually thought about this and I extended it in my mind. What percentage would it have to be for me to take the billion? This is the follow-up question for you. Would you take it at the 50-50 or over the guarantee? Because I thought about this for a while. I think you would have to offer me like 95% to take the 1 billion flip. Because anything below that, I'm just not gonna be okay if I miss the flip. I don't believe in luck particularly much. I believe in like the value if it goes wrong though, because I always expect the worst in situations like this. See, every time I've played Plank ever. It's just I try to optimize how I'm gonna feel afterwards, you know? $1 million versus $1 billion. $1 billion you can do a lot more with, obviously, but $1 million is like enough, and I'll take the guarantee. Me personally, I think my answer is 95%, and I'll flip the billion. But you let me know. I think it's a fun question. Evaluate your morals. Morals? Whatever. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We got Melting Wurmkin, it's Rage Taos, Darkness Arcus, Diligent Seraph, Molten Encasement, Echo Infusion, Memories of the Melted. A lot of Wurmkin lately. I do not mind an advanced prototype. Yeah. Faulty Loader is hit or miss. Advanced Prototype is a freebie through the early game. I was kind of thinking we could take and play Reform here with Advanced Prototype. I thought that would be kind of fun. But we cannot, because we did not get Reform. Now, Burn Bright, I think I will just play. I think I would take Harvest in the other circumstance being the one where I didn't take Advanced Prototype, but Burn Bright is going to die, and that's a trade that I'm ready to make, because I can just... the Advanced Prototypes will win. And the trial should be free because I just let Rector tank 3 rounds top floor. Everything dies. Should be fine. But an Echo Infusion up here. And this should be a-okay with me. Anything else exciting coming up? Not particularly on my end. Nothing jumps out at me. But there's something in the works regarding Monster Train. However, I do not know if I can speak on it, so I will not. Cranberry has been working on something that will be coming soon, hopefully, for you guys to watch. And it should be a good time. However, we don't have anything set in stone, and I don't want to say anything I'm not meant to, but you know, keep the eyes peeled, I suppose. Someone will probably talk about it eventually, but it's not going to be me until I get an okay. That's what I feel. Pretty free first combat though, very nice. Draft, I do feel pretty heavily inclined to take a burnout extender in this early game. And it's purple. As much as I want to pick draft, I feel like I need to take Whiplash. I don't think it's a want. I think it's a need on Whiplash. And we can play Echo Snare. Because there's a chance if I don't take Whiplash there, I don't see another burnout card. And then this run without a burnout extension option is extremely doomed. Multi-strike. Lady of the House? I've played this before and it wasn't good. But maybe this time it will be good. I've played Multi-Strike Lady of the House before though, and it was awful. Even with as much scaling as I could get on Burnout card. This card. This one. Whiplash, that's the one. Now, Burnout is our biggest concern here, but our early game is pretty much settled because we have Advanced Prototype. I don't have to worry about dying before Daedalus, so I'm not going to take Wickstone. I think I do need more multi-strike. In the perfect world, we get a draft from this combat, or maybe even a Lady of the Reformed, and then I can play like... Maybe I can play triple Lady? Maybe I could play triple Lady. So these guys are going to go bottom floor because they have Burnout on them, and then Train Stewards are going to go top and middle floor because they don't have Burnout. This combat, from this position even, I think is pretty much over. Even here, I feel pretty much as though it is done and dusted. I'm going to go ahead and end my turn. We're going to breeze through this one. Oh yeah, they do die. I forgot about that. Alright, you know what? You got me. That's fair, that's fair, that's fair. I did forget one major point. I do agree. Alright. I mean, it should be fine. I'm gonna play Molten Encasements top floor. They can tank, that's fine. I still think it's fine, I just have to do a little more thinking than I initially had expected. But not a ton more. My Train Steward does burn through his damage shield though, pretty heavily. I thought it was, I think it's still fine. The spikes actually maybe kills me through stealth though, which is the awkward part. It does. It does. I think this will help. Well, I'm gonna take a little bit of damage for this. It's fine. You know, this is why I spend my entire life in this game going, oh man, I better make sure I'm playing everything exactly optimally. And at the end of the day, I took like 14 damage for that though, so it's not the end of the world. Playing one more Train Steward would have helped, but I will take Draft Infusion. We will move on. I'm not going to dwell on it. And you aren't either, I'm sure. So health is not the problem of my clan here. This clan has no health problem whatsoever. I don't think I need to take Shelter. I think I need to take Proclamation. Oh, wait. Yeah, wait, that's insane, isn't it? Hang on. Hang on, think about it. Think about it. Take an extra second to think about this. This is insane for two reasons. One of the reasons that this is really insane to me is because I've never found myself in this position where I guess this is a pretty small subset of cases, but I have Lady of the House with multi-strike, and there's a Paraffin Enforcer here. And I was like, man, if only there was some way I could put the Paraffin Enforcer effect on Lady of the House. I've never been here. I've never had a Lady of the House with multi-strike, because I think we've had a total of 3 runs where that's the case at this stage, right? where it's not a run with Little Fate or Hollowed Halls. I have Lady of the House with Multi-Strike, and my scaling plan is Wicklash, and nothing else. And then we have to be in that position and see another unit, and then that unit has to be Paraffin Enforcer. And I have to not have Infused Draft already. Like a very strange circumstance that I have not been in before, but like a welcome one. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely fine with this. Would love to see another multi in here. And I'm okay, Lady of the House, I'm okay. Helps our burnout problem too, it's really something else. Another multi would be cool. Endless. It's not good. I am going to take a lot of pack shards here because I'm going to do my infusion and I'm going to take the spell chain. Burnout 5 should mean that she lives. I'm also going to take the spell chain because spell chaining Wicklash is going to be important. Now, sadly I came left here. I should have gone right. In hindsight, the steel shot baited me and I didn't need anything from this remnant banner. I should have taken a second Wicklash here. Absolutely. Abandoned Stave. Abandoned Stave is okay, but I don't really need the energy. And this is a deck with not a lot of spells, and it has a spell that I need to keep alive. So I'm going to take the Rubble. Very rarely do you see me pick the Rubble, but it works here because it's going to give me 3 consume spells, which are not bad throughout the rest of the run. They are strictly good, and they are consume spells for Diligent Seraph. It's a win-win. Oh, also, on top of all of those other things I said, we are not in danger of dying to Fel. Or Talos, whoever the hell you are. I don't believe. So all of these things lead us to this position, where I am going to, with only one Wicklash, realize that there may be a little more to this than I thought. We're going to put Wicklash here. Because it's a little bit rough, isn't it? Now that I think about it, it's a little bit spooky. Okay, we get a pretty good chunk out of Talos here. And I don't want to kill these enemies. These enemies, specifically this set of Clergymen. Or rather, I don't want to spend a Molten Encasement on it. I'd rather play the Molten Encasements down here. And let Train Steward hopefully live. But Rage Talos is going to present us with a bit of a unique position here. And by unique, I mean I'm not going to... I don't have enough burnout for this. Right? I should have maybe thrust myself bottom floor in hindsight. And by maybe, I mean I absolutely should have just thrown myself bottom floor. Because I'm going to run out of... There's no way that I cycle the deck fast enough to get my spell chain Wicklash again. That is just never gonna happen here. I've played this game before. Or, I mean, it's technically possible, I guess. I do have to give you that. So anyway, I think that our win condition has actually shifted to putting a lot of Reap on Talos. And hopefully chipping her down a bunch. And maybe, just maybe, we will not die. And they have 12 damage on Lady of the House. We do have 2 chances at the draw, by the way, so it's not so dead. It's not so unbelievable that we could survive this, I will say. This is a lot of damage coming at me right here. Like this is a very frightening amount of damage. I think sadly I need to play this dragon, give Talos armor. And if we lose this fight, I'm going to replay and place myself on bottom floor instead, because I think then we will be fine. We have a slight chance of survival. You should take 3 here. I mean, it's just another classic look at my biggest dislike of burnout decks, which is sometimes you don't get burnout, and sometimes you just lose like this. This doesn't feel like a good loss. This doesn't feel like a, oh well, I just made a crucial mistake here. I did make a crucial mistake. I didn't go right in the last ring. You're not mistaken, I suppose, but that doesn't mean I like to say it. Oh, that one spike here is pretty critical. I will replay this, but, you know, I don't like this monster train. This isn't the sort of defeat that makes me go, ah, yeah. This is the sort of defeat that makes me go, yeah, I guess I should have just picked a different line. But I can't be mad about it because, you know, I've played a million runs of this game at this point. You have to look at this and go, oh yeah, if I play top 4, I'm going to run out of burnout anyway, so I may as well throw Rector into the grinder here. Or maybe even better, I should throw Train Steward into the grinder here. I don't know. Either way. I mean, I knew that this was going to be the outcome. You can't play mid-4 here, I don't think, because I want to be able to stealth. Yeah, and I do get to cheat a little bit and know that the stealth is coming up. However, at the same time, you would still make the same choice because of the same reasons, so it's good that it draws. It's actually bad that you draw both stealth here, but whatever. Now we get 2 rounds of free turns. I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing fractures down. I'm gonna stack the train steward up. This is probably still not enough, but it's a little bit better than we were before. Oh, yeah, that doesn't work. It's better because I'm gonna have these other train stewards around, and they're gonna be able to hold it down a little bit. I hope. Greg here, and we're gonna get 2 rounds. Yeah, this should be plenty. Sadly can't stop you from losing all your damage shield, so they're actually not gonna hold it down very well, unfortunately. I don't know, man. That turn 1 draw on turn 1 draw there on the card, the spell chain card, a little bit of a shame. Spell chain, more like spell shame. We should be okay now though. We got 250 damage to deal. We get 120, we get fracture, you get echo infusion, and then top where you get a little stealth, you get a little train steward. That should be enough. You do have to play bottom floor. It's interesting that I have to actually, like, that's one of those situations where if I play that slower, I make the realization and we don't lose, but I don't play the combat slow enough for that. But if you play that slower, what you do is you do the math while you're calculating where you should play. You go, hang on, if I play bottom floor, how much burnout do I have on Lady? And then you realize, oh, not enough. I'm not picking these. Yeah, no, I'm not picking these at all. I've already done my infusion, and I'm not playing any of this. And I'm gonna take space, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, missing that duplicate in the last ring was really a big mistake, though. I should have a second Lady or a second Wick Lash here, but I think that second Lady by Seraph is kind of important. Maybe the spell chain was wrong, by the way. Maybe it's not. Vent here. No, it's not space, it's draw. It's actually draw because I don't have the burnout to support another Lady. So we go left. We go put a -1 on Wicklash here. I could value stone it. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth the pack shards here. And yeah, unfortunately, this is a deck where I have exactly 1 card that is really, really important. And so I'm going to find myself in this position where I need to chain a bunch of removals to be able to play that card more effectively. However, it's Diligent Seraph, isn't it? Isn't it? You know, I thought about this, and the problem with taking Dark Calling here is that Burnout 3, he dies and he doesn't reform himself. You get 3 rounds of reforms, which are not very good. Could have started with Harvest. Ultimately, there's like a few small decisions I make in the early game which lead us to a not so good mid to late here. Those decisions being Steel Shop instead of Magic, or Steel Shop instead of Duplicate, and Spell Chain on the Wicklash, because, well, it seemed good at the time. Spell Chain on the Wicklash was not good because how Wicklash can support 2 units with Burnout extension on them. If you give it Holdover Intrinsic, you can reach an equilibrium for 2 units where they won't run out of health and die. And yeah, I mean, basically that's the end of the thought. There's nothing really else to say other than that. That is the entirety of the point. If I can't afford to give it Holdover, though, because it's too expensive. It's 3 energy. So instead what I'm going to have to do is duplicate a bunch of it, but I can't do that because I don't have the I don't have the capacity to duplicate it. There's not enough duplicates. So the mistake was to go to the duplicate. The other mistake was to take the cards, the embers. I think that was also not great. But for now we're going to be okay because this Lady of the House is going to do a lot of damage and she doesn't need help right now. Soon it's going to become problematic because she's going to need someone to help her along. But for now, she is going to kill these bosses very fast. Very, very fast. It's a bit of trouble, though. I have to go to every duplicate. I have to get 2 Wicklashes, 2 ladies, and we're gonna go from there. We gotta dig ourselves out of this hole. Votavary is good. I don't want to play Votavary. I never want to play Votavary. This card is insane. It is pretty close to one of the strongest cards in the game. Or not strongest, but like best in terms of average expected value. Because you get a lot of value out of it. And if you ever get double harvest, double extinguish, it is just card advantage every turn. So I will pick it here because I'm gonna, you know, we're gonna go for it. I don't need force contamination. The problem is I can't take things like this. I'm going to take it, but I can't take it, if that makes sense. At the end of the day, I just need to reach a point where I'm not running out of burnout, but I also need to reach a point where I'm not getting killed. So it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. I think that the answer to this run really is relics. I need a +1 upgrade slot on spells would be very good. Burnout extension relic would be very good. Votive key would be acceptable. There's many options. I don't want to go right. I also could find something at the event. I know that there's a removal here, and that is also good, but I kind of like looking for something cool at the event too. Because the event, you know what tips me over the edge here? The event could be the consumable event, or it could be the spike event. And either of those give us great value. And also, like, this is a nice added benefit of getting another multi-strike here, but that's not expected. This event could be... It's Trap Shoot Pulley Claw. I'm gonna take Trap Shoot because it's a good spell for Seraph, but again, we are just kind of teetering on the edge of burnout death here. Relic in the next ring. I got 2 Hell Vents remaining. I just cannot really fight the good fight on my deck size here because of Diligent Seraph. It's tough, but I think it's okay. I think we're just gonna, because now it's 31, but 3 of those cards draw another card. 4 of those cards draw another card after playing, actually. Sad that I don't get to go to the Trinket Shop, by the way. I think the Trinket Shop is usually, if not always, opposite a Hellvent, though, to be fair. So it's not that big of a loss. These Train Stewards are gonna hold it down for us here. Very nice. I'm telling you, dude, investigate Excavated Ember. I will not let this die. I'm also all-inning Lady of the House. Rector access 3 turns of a chump blocker, and that's it. That's the whole unit. The Lady just... I have to... Because my burnout is limited, so I have to stack it on Lady of the House in order to have enough to ever survive, pretty much. Yeah, that's scary. I knew that this was a possibility, to be fair, that this unit just gets to walk at me like this, but it's still frightening. Can you use Trap Shoot to kill here? That wasn't quite right, was it? I thought I had an... Oh, I used it all on Force Contamination. Of course. Of course, of course. Well, that's a little awkward. I suggest you turn your head away. Do not look. Yeah, he's gonna die, it's fine. Now we let Votavary tank a few rounds for us too. I have no idea who the boss is. I believe it's not Crystal Cloak, because if it was Crystal Cloak, I think I would be complaining a lot more right now. Because this deck, in no conceivable universe, defeats Crystal Cloak, I believe. It's just, Burnout is our biggest trouble, and Crystal Cloak farms you if your biggest trouble is Burnout. It just sits there in stealth and watches you die and laughs, and you go, man, I've been had. Thought about a lot of different ideas here. I think that this is the best one. I'm pretty sure this is Sweet Boss. Also, Votavary is not so good when you don't have space. I'm gonna go ahead and end my turn here. Do I have another Molten Encasement? I do. I'm gonna Fracture this guy because there's a 6 out of 10 chance that I draw another Molten Encasement here. And if that's the case, I would like to have room to play it. It is Sweet Boss. Nice. Okay. Didn't need the extra stealth, but it doesn't hurt. It never hurts, does it? Oh my god, Sacred Wicks. I've never been so excited to see Sacred Wicks in my life. I thought about Wurmkin etchings there, I did, yes. I know you might think to yourself, how did he think about Wurmkin etchings? That was a near instant skip. Processed it very quickly. 2 energy for a 1 extra use of a reform card, which is going to be pretty niche because my units in the reform pool are probably going to be cluttered. It's not worth it. Mark of an Exile's fine. And I am duplicating. I've thought long and hard about it. I don't think I need it yet. I think I need the lady duplicate later, not now. So I will take another Whiplash. And onward we go. Arcus, you and I, we don't always get along. I will say I think that Arcus I enjoy more than Fel, because the shards, I guess it's like it's a little awkward, but sometimes he puts a shard right on the floor you want to be on. Exhibit A. However, a lot of times he's just like fucking off on a different floor, and you just don't care, you know. Or you can play around it. Fel is like, hey, turn 1, these enemies. Oh, hey, you know what? Don't investigate. Never mind. It's fine. Turn 1 though, Fel is like, hey, here's enemies that have 1 HP. You can't hit them because I spawned with a bunch of idiots in front of them. And you go, haha. Hee hee. But not really. It's not a real haha hee hee. Excavated Ember's off the hook. It's official. Do you think it's worth it here? I think it's worth it. Make this cost 1 more and get a force contamination on Arcus. I think that that's worthwhile. And when our life's work is keeping a single unit alive in Burnout, it is extremely doable. Our life's work stops being our life's work reasonably soon, though. This boss is gonna get obliterated. His brother is going to get absolutely annihilated by my first attack. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Do not type to me. Do not type to me about that. Alright, we lost. Alright, we won. If you type in the comment section about that moment, I will probably say, yeah. He got obliterated, alright. Man, I'm not picking Formless Child. I don't care how doomed it is. Perfect Insanity Unearthed Remains. That's a card pack. That's a real fuck you from Monster Train right there. That's what that is. I need you to give me a good melting rare to keep this one afloat. You gave me the same 2 Wurmkin rares I already skipped. Nah, we are not in a good position off of that. Don't like to see it. No. Yeah, double stack would be good here. I just need to put like 4 upgrades on Wicklash, that's all. And then this run is fine. But we can put a +1 on force contamination. It's fine. I think we'll leave it open. Hold over. Yeah, if I could play force contamination every turn, I think that this would be actually pretty good. Definitely don't have the purples for it though. This is where I go, man oh man, wish I could have put this on Wicklash, but we put Spell Chain on it. You know, would we have made it this far without the Spell Chain? I don't know, you would have to go back and really check the tapes for that question to be reasonably answered. I have no clue, truly. However, end of thought, that is where it ends. However is the end of that thought. I don't know. I think if we make it to the Divinity, it's pretty fine. It really is just, do I run out of spells on Diligent Seraph here? Again, I find myself saying +8 shouldn't matter because the enemy's attack is multi-strike though. I mean, even Rector should get smoked, but we have 2 Molten Encasements. I think that what I need to do here for this to be doable and winnable A, we play bottom floor. Absolutely. Rector has 218 health. He's a huge man. Let me see what's in the Ember first. It's Votavary. Votavary helps. So, first and foremost, I think I need to give Rector no burnout here. Second of all, oh god. Oh geez, okay. That's scary. Second of all here. Oh dear. I keep Rector's burnout at 0, right? That's step 1. Step 2 is, oh dear, look at this, it's very scary. We can place Votavary here to block 13. I'm so greedy if I go for this collector. It is, like, undeniable how greedy the collector take is here. Okay, I'm gonna do it, but I want you to know that this is probably the wrong play. I just want you to know that I don't approve of that idea that I just played right there. I think that that is probably an incorrect play. Molten Encasement, you're really cutting it close there, brother. But not so close that we die. 18, 18, 18. Oh wait, 18, 18, 30. Oh, fuck. Alright. I mean, now, hello, it's me, and this is my favorite show, The Consequences of My Actions. What happens to me because I took that collector? Well, the answer will shock you. I take damage. Are you shocked? I don't take as much. I don't have to take this 36. I just have to take the 26. Because I can play... I mean, it's not great, but... now, if you look here, it's 18, 18, 13, 13 if you play it with Votavary. You can't put Molten Encasement top floor. There is no way. You have to take this 26. That is an extremely forced take. Now, sadly, what that really does to us here is it messes up Sacred Wicks. This card. Because what I wanted this to do is I wanted it to give me a guaranteed Molten Encasement, but now it's going to give me 2 dregs. Oh, wow. Color me impressed, monstertrain. I never. Well, I never. So I guess Rector is just going to live. Oh, wait. Oh, he's not. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he doesn't. R.I.P. Bozo. Was there a remove consume in the last shop? Because if yes, I should have definitely removed consume from Rector. Now, thankfully we have a unit that has the word damage shield on it. So, either boss here is going to struggle to defeat this. This is bottom floor woes here. Absolutely. 13, 13, 9. 13, 13, 9. I mean, it's... So, 13, 13, 9, 13 versus 13, 13, 9. Okay, so Votavary goes second in the floor. 13, 13, 9, 13, 13, 9. 9 puts you, my lady of the house. I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess. Again, you just play the draft. Yeah, well, that doesn't look good. I have to say here, that looks a little bit concerning, doesn't it? Well, is that the consequences of my actions? I don't believe it. Oh wait, he burns out! Oh no! Oh, I had to play Wicklash there on him. I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that he burned out. Oh, I had to play Wicklash there. Oh no. Oh, it's a disaster. Alright. Here's how Train Steward can still win. This run is such a fucking mess. Here's how Train Steward can still win. 700. Hold. Votivary goes... No, Votivary does not go in front. She steals the melee weakness. She has to go here. 800. Holy shit, we won this fight. He lives at 9. Alright. You know, was the collector worth it? Yeah. No, but yeah. These cards are worthless, they don't extend my burnout. Broken Memories is worthwhile. Helps with Seraph. Helps with, cause like, one a card and the consume is worthwhile. You gotta go to the purple. This is where everything goes to shit. I need to see a burnout extender here. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Lightstone casing? Alright, show me a holdover. Show me. I'm gonna look for it, actually. Like, I'm just going to go... I'm gonna buy the magic shop upgrades first here that I want, which is just that one. Show me holdover. Oh, double stack is acceptable. That is absolutely acceptable. It's not ideal, but it is passable. Because now we can play double stack on the Wicklash, and now it's expensive, it's like a whole turn to play, but Burnout 4 is very good. That is 3 energy to give myself 8 Burnout. That's a lot. Oh, you know, I kind of jumped the gun there a little bit. I mean, I guess I didn't really. No, I don't think I did. Reroll Fade's First Blade, and then we reroll... Mark of a Champion is probably not worthless. What's my 10-pack shards take here? It's Intrinsic. Oh, that's pretty good. You can play Intrinsic on a Wicklash. It's only really bad if you draw the other Wicklash with it, but that won't happen here, I'm sure. And then I take my duplicate on the lady here. Alright, I'm gonna buy Kariska here over Mark of a Champion because there's gonna be a turn where I get to play Echo Infusion alongside the double stack Wicklash, and then I get to play some other card that's really important, and that is going to be strong. I think Kariska is very good here. The worst card left in this deck that I am legally allowed to remove is probably Draft. Why is it not Train Steward? Well, Train Steward says Damage Shield, and Lady of the House has 50 HP. If you have further questions, please take them up with my agent. Had a momentary fear there because I did not triple check my pack shard count. It does appear that we are okay. Here's a little bit of a fun interaction for you. So, I mean, it's like, you know, it's fine either way. Hector goes here, Lady goes here, you consume the Wicklash, and you Broken Memories it back, and it does not have the consume. It's a neat little interaction, don't you think? I think so. 10, 3, 25. I can save Rector, like, yeah, not all of it, but I can save him 38. We want to hold our consumes because we need to not get robbed by Seraph here. Seraph the thief. Right, you go here, consume this. Now, I did play bottom floor, which means that I am in a constant war with Seraph placing light wings on higher floors against me. Train Steward is also going to help with that. So we're gonna go +2 on Rector, +2 on the new lady. No, yeah, then we can do like Rector and the new lady when we get another pickup here. Yeah. I know. Train Steward, hero. Thank you, brother. Maybe it's better to play Echo Snare there. What do you think? Instead of Train Steward? Echo Snare Fracture might be better? Oh well. Too late now. I think it's best to put Echo Infusions onto our ladies here, rather than anything else. And then just press end turn. There's not really... I mean, I guess I can take the pack shards on the top floor. Should put them on Seraph there. Wow, what a hand. I think the game plan here is to let Rector die and then reform him. I think that's the idea. I think there's another piece of this plan. There's another piece of this puzzle here that you have to look at. I think you play Votavary top floor, because that means that when Seraph inevitably puts another unit up there, the Train Steward doesn't die. He gets to kill this enemy. Now, if there's two placed up there, it's a little bit of a different issue. That's a problem for me of the future, though, isn't it? I can also play Force Contamination. Oh yeah, that is right. There's no reason to kill Votavary because there is going to be another unit placed on the floor. There is no doubt about it. So, no reason to hamstring myself for fun. And Molten Encasement, also an acceptable card to be reformed. I think this combat actually went shockingly well. Absolutely shocked at how well this combat pans out here. I do have to say. The +1 and the double stack really helps. I guess I did say this run's going to be turned around by different relics, and I listed off a few, and Lightstone Casing was on the list of relics that turn this run around. Also, oh my god, Monster Train. Where's my Sacred Wicks or Molten Encasement? Are you kidding me? That's fucked up. It's okay, because if I play Votavary, you play Votavary here, and then what is it? It's best to put the Echo Infusion on Votavary so she takes... Am I out of my mind? How is that not enough? 25 pass. Whatever. Should still be fine. Because I'll get to reform next turn, and these guys keep their Whiplash improvements, so, you know. I guess I counted my chickens a little early, but at this point, if I reform Rector, he should win this. 5 units available? What's in here? Oh no, a Train Steward got in. Thought it was going to be 4. Okay, Lady of the House with 6 burnout. Could be enough. Because then you play a Train Steward. And then you play... Oh, that Train Steward's a big misplay. I think the Molten Encasement should still do it. Yeah, that Train Steward's a big fuck up, though. No, I guess he put the Molten Encasement behind. Yeah, it's fine. He steals my Force Contamination. That's all. But okay. Sacred Wicks does get to clutch it. Thank you, Sacred Wicks. Very cool. What a scrappy piece of shit run. Oh man. This run, and there's another deck archetype that I feel like suffers from the same exact problem as this. I think it's really frustrating that there's no good uncommon burnout card that you can play in this game. And just give me one. I don't care what it is. Just give me one. Well, also, these ladies are going to die to sweep. I didn't even think about that. That didn't even cross my mind, to be honest with you. Maybe I have to play Stealth? I have no healing. That's a real issue, isn't it? That's a bit of a thinker, I gotta say. I don't have long. Also misplay, I didn't think about the Kariska value there. I think I have to wait, or no. Oh man, drawing Sacred Wicks here is a real shame. Because what I could do is I could play Lady and Molten Encasement and then let this lady die and bring her back with Sacred Wicks. But Sacred Wicks is going to be further away than Lady of the House herself is, so Drag just dies. Drag doesn't do anything. He offers absolutely nothing to this conversation. He makes my situation worse, I would even say. So. Yeah, this one's going to be a little tough. I am much worse off than I thought I would be. So I have to play around Sacred Wicks. If there was a Remove Consume in this run, I really missed out on that pickup, because I should have a Remove Consume in this deck, absolutely. Shade Wings offers a real threat that I don't like. These are free. Proclamation. Oh, it would. I have the effect, but not quite. Okay. I mean, maybe just these two can hold it down until I get back around. It is possible. And then I can bring in a fresh lady to win Relentless. That might be the play here. I mean, I don't really have a choice now, to be fair. You take 2? Why does he take 2? What a strange number for him to take. Oh, it's from the spikes. Yeah. Okay. Don't care about this enemy, the Clip Shaman. I would love to kill Conduit Redirector here because the 9 damage Lady of the House takes is very real and very scary. Why the fuck am I not playing Echo Infusion on Lady of the House? What's wrong with me? I don't know. This is so easy. Why have I made this so much harder than it needed to be? For what? Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, this position is just terrible, and it is of my own design as well. I'm gonna take... I think the best unit to cut out of this lineup here is probably the Wilt Wings, right? Because then Rector kills here. You go 1, 2, 3. I think so. And you can just kind of fracture clean up the rest of this. This deck needs a +10 piercing on the Proclamation, I feel like, too. That's another thing that would be good here. Yeah, I don't know why this just was not in my realm of understanding. Why was this not a play that I ever thought of? No clue. 2, 3. I think I'm just gonna hit Boss Man. Now, Rector is going to take a real beating on this turn, but the stealth has done its job. Is that not? Oh, I died. That's right. I had to drop the Wilt Wings. Man, I really made this run. I snatched victory, or I snatched defeat from the jaws of victory with this one here. Yeah, because what's going to happen now is I'm going to Molten Encasement and try to bring back Rector. Or not Molten Encasement. I'm going to get Molten Encasement off of Sacred Wicks. I guess I get 2 tries, though, with Broken Memories. So as long as I don't outright die on the next turn, it's still livable. I could also keep Rector alive, right? That's the other idea here. 12, 24, this is 90, and then this is 30, and this is 9. So 12, 24, so it's 24 and 90, and 30 is 120, is 144, is 153, I believe, is the damage coming at Rector here. He's not surviving that for another turn. He will take that, and then he will die. I would rather he die now, and then I can maybe reform him. Because if I draw Sacred Wicks on the next turn and Rector is not in there, you know, it's bad. It's not good. Yeah. Now I just have to not roll double Molten Encasement. Cool. Now I have to think about the implications here of these 2 ladies dying. And I think they are real. I think there is a real problem with this, which is that if these ladies die, they are not alive. My life for like a space prism here, even. And you might be thinking, well, you just play Rector and he tanks all of this, right? Well, no, you got spikes and you got a 6 attack sweep coming at you, plus 9 attack sweep. It's a lot of problems. It really is. But if I go park Rector on his own floor, he's not going to 1v1 the boss. But he actually, like, the thing is, I think that the winning play here, as crazy as it may seem, I think it's to put Molten Encasement up here. Echo Infusion so this unit doesn't kill itself as well. That wipes this wave out. I think that the winning play here is to let Rector win Relentless. Because Rector will win Relentless here, I'm pretty sure. So, I'm going to play for that. It's a real weird heads-up pivot that we make here. But, you know, I also love to give this Clip Defender 6 attack in this turn, but, you know. I think we're okay. I'm pretty sure we did enough damage to the boss for Rector to win Relentless, because I can stealth here. Yeah. So the reason that this is won is because of Broken Memories, because I can bring back the Sacred Wicks. I'm guaranteed to get a stealth, and I will maybe get this lady back. Either way, I think that that pivot should be good enough, because Rector has enough burnout now. I think that's enough. I think all I need to do is play Sacred Wicks next turn and we should win. Thanks to the stealth up there, and then we can, like, I don't know. Doesn't really matter from here. I may as well take the Fracture and the Proclamation. There's no reason not to. We could have killed one of these curses off, I suppose. Oh, I think Rector, he comes close. He dies because of burnout. But then you play Sacred Wicks. 3/6, I have plenty of space. Play Sacred Wicks, you play Force Contamination, you play Lady of the House, and that's the secret right there. The secret is you have to go, hey, I'm not gonna survive the sweep, and you just move to bottom floor. That pivot there to recover that combat feels unbelievably large brain. To process that turn and go, oh yeah, this is what I have to do to survive this, that feels so smart. Like, god damn, that feels so smart. I am a genius. Oh. Well, anyway. It was a cool run. I think that you can smooth the early game out a lot, but I think that the late game there is going to be still a little hard. Because you can look at this in hindsight and say, yeah, well, you should just take double space and then you can play the stealth and it's cool. But, like, you're probably not going to have as easy of a time without the +1 draw. It's easy to look at it and go, well, yeah, the space would have a very clear, tangible effect, but +1 draw has an extremely important effect over the course of that run, especially when the Wicklashes aren't guaranteed. Being able to draw one more card, I mean, you get 5 more chances to hit it before Lady burns out, which is often very important. You're basically getting an extra hand before Lady of the House burns out. So, you know, shout out Sacred Wicks. Shout out this card, whichever one. Where is it? Where is it? I actually have no idea what that card is called. Is it Broken Memories? It's Broken Memories. That was a cool one. I feel very smart for this victory. Cool. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.